Good morning, kindergarten friends. Today we're going to continue learning about ocean animals from my Oceans book, and we're going to be learning specifically today about the seahorse. My Oceans book is a non-fiction book. Do you remember what makes a book non-fiction? What are some of the characteristics? Tell me now. Good job. I heard that in non-fiction books, all the information is true, facts that we're learning about whatever it is that we're studying. I heard some friends say that often they use pictures or photographs in nonfiction books. So today, like I said, we're going to be learning about the seahorse. And some interesting things that I remember about the seahorse is it has a couple different fins on it. It has a fin on the top of its head called a coronet. It has a fin on its back called a dorsal fin. And actually that dorsal fin is super important because that's what keeps the seahorse from sinking. It keeps it floating in the ocean. So let's open up our Oceans book and let's find out a little bit more about seahorses. So a seahorse never stops moving its fins. They're constantly moving. Fluttering 35 times each second, a small fin on a seahorse's back propel the tiny animal upright through the water. Two tiny fins on its head help steer as its curled tail unfurls and trails behind. Always on the lookout for predators, a seahorse can move its eyes in opposite directions at the same time. Crazy. To stay in one place, these candy-colored creatures use their tails to grab onto seagrass or coral. These ravenous carnivores have to eat almost constantly to stay alive, gulping up to 3,000 tiny brine shrimp every day, as well as other small animals and plankton. Their long snouts suck up these tasty treats as they drift by. Seahorses are among only a few animal species on Earth in which the male, the boy, carries the young before birth. After males and females lock their tails in a romantic dance that lasts for several hours, the female seahorse places 100 or more eggs in a pouch on the male's belly. The male carries them around in his pouch. About a month later, anywhere from 2 to 6 weeks actually, Father Seahorse opens the pouch and gently pushes out the miniature seahorses. The young fend for themselves from the first moment they are born. So right away they have to find their own food. Kind of crazy. Now, there's a close relative to the seahorse. It's called a sea dragon. And it's kind of hard to see in the picture here, but it has like leafy parts that are attached to it. But here's some ways that you can tell the difference between a seahorse and a sea dragon. A seahorse will swim vertically, so up and down, whereas a sea dragon will swim horizontally, back and forth. A seahorse can grab objects with their tails. Remember they talked about the seagrass and the coral? Whereas a sea dragon's tail is not used as an anchor. Seahorses' eggs are kept in the male's pouch, and a sea dragon has its eggs attached to the male's tail. So this tail that's right here, the eggs are stuck onto it. A seahorse has no fleshy appendages. That means like things hanging off of it. Whereas a sea dragon has fleshy appendages for camouflage. So these little pieces hanging off the sea dragon actually help it blend into its surroundings. Those were some interesting facts about seahorses and sea dragons too. What was your favorite fact? So today, my friends, you have a couple choices of things to do with the seahorse. You can do a little craftivity where your grown-up can print these pages and you can color them and make your own seahorse, or you can have your grown-up print this page and you can label the parts of the seahorse, or if you want, you can do both. It's up to you. I hope you enjoyed learning about the seahorse today, my friends. I'll see you later.